This is the top 5 fastest cars under £4,000. So 5th place will be the slowest 0 to 60 and 1st place will be the fastest 0 to 60. Got there in the end. It only took me 7 takes. I was going to say 5. It took me a lot longer than that. But it's going to be ranging. You're going to have different prices. You're going to have different engine sizes, etc, etc. But we're going to range it from slowest 0 to 60 to quickest 0 to 60. And this is UK market. May differ in other countries, but you should get this in most of you will get this in most of Europe. You should get this in America too. So ranging from 5th place now, which is the Jaguar XJ 4.2 V8 300 brake horsepower. You wouldn't expect this on the list. Your granddad might have expected it because that's something that he would drive, but old Jags do pack a punch, and they had big old lumps under the bonnet. Especially 4.2 V8, 300 brake horsepower, 0 to 60 in 6.3 seconds. And you can get this car for £3,350, which is crazy if you're thinking about the size of the engine and the whole car you're getting inside. You're going to get leather seats, you're going to get nice like wooden bits around the car. You're going to have that 4.2. Enough space to fit someone in the boot, because that's what, you know, you have to be a gangster back in the day to have a Jaguar, or you got to fit your golf clubs in the back, either one. But for 5th place, it's a strong car, but maybe something that your granddad would buy, and plus the reliability is just out the window. You're buying it for the 4.2. 4th place, which this company dominates this list, and is quite a common car in the UK. Well, the list, whatever you want to say, the company is quite common for the UK, but it's the BMW 335D 3-litre turbocharged diesel with 286 brake, I think it is, but it does not to 60 in 6 seconds, which is crazy from a diesel. And it is a 3-litre diesel, so they do sound good. You got to get that DPF out, you got to get the EGR out and all that rubbish. Straight pipe it, roll some coal, and you'll be doing that 65 seconds. But this does it from stock in 6 seconds, and you can pick it up for £4,000. It's going to have 100,000+ miles on it, but it is a 3-litre diesel. So those engines can last a hell of a long time, as long as if you look after them. If you're going to DPF delete it, just expect and all that stuff, remapping it, just expect that the engine won't last forever. But if you kept it stock, you could probably get 200,000-300,000 miles out of it. But I don't own a 3-litre diesel, so I can't say anything, but I know those engines are strong. Going on from there, another BMW, but this is BMW 5 Series, so you're getting a bit of luxury now with a 4.4 V8 under the bonnet, doing 0 to 60 in 5.9 seconds. So not only are you getting your luxury, you got your V8, and you're doing 0 to 60 in 5.9 seconds with over 300 brake horsepower. I think it's 335 brake horsepower or 38 brake horsepower, somewhere around there. But it's crazy the amount of car that you can get for £3,490 for a 5 Series with a V8. Just expect to never drive this thing because the reliability is shocking on these V8s. But it's a 4.4 V8, you know, what you're expecting. It's going to be a mint car if you buy it, especially for £3,500. Nothing's getting near you. You can show up to anywhere. You're in class, you're in style. You got your leather seats, you've got everything, and you got 4.4 V8. You're just going to be in the garage more often than you are going to be at work. And going on from that, another BMW, but this is the last BMW on the list. It's the BMW 6 Series. So we're just going up in Series 3, 5th and 6th. Same engine, 4.4 V8 with a 338 brake horsepower, but this one does 0 to 60, and my list is behind the camera, in 5.6 seconds, which is crazy quick for a car which is £2,995. I don't know what was wrong with this one. I'll put it up somewhere. You'll see it in the background. But I think this one looked a bit like a drug dealer car. This was like your low time gangster, I want a luxury car, so I'm going to get the 6 Series with the 4.4. But the drug dealer probably couldn't afford to put petrol in it because it is a 4.4 V8. But not 60 in 5.6 seconds, which is just crazy for £2,995. Even more luxury than the 5 Series. Even more style, especially back in the day. But yeah, 338 brake for £2,995. That is less than £10 per brake horsepower, if you think of it that way. That's not bad, is it? And in first place, which is a car which you may not have expected. I didn't expect it, but it's a Porsche Cayenne 4.5 V8 all-wheel drive TIPTRONIC, £3,995 for it. But the reason it's in first place is because it's got 450 brake horsepower. It does 0 to 60 in 4.8 seconds. 4.8 seconds, 0 to 60 in a car which cost you £3,995, and you can fit your kids in the back. You can get anything in the boot. You can get your dog in the boot. You can go off-roading if you desire in a 4.5 V8. And you could also drop your kids off at school, because that's usually what these Porsches were used for, weren't they? So they're good cars, but they're not the best looking anymore. They didn't look great when they came out, but they've not aged very well either. Personally, I wouldn't get this out of the list, but for the price of $3,995 for a 4.5 V8 all-wheel drive, 450 brake, you got the Porsche badges everywhere. You have the Porsche interior. You know, you can act like you're better than everyone else. Good drug dealer car again, if you can afford the petrol, which most of these cars are. That's why they're cheap. But personally, my favourite car on the list, going on from the Porsche, because it's just a bit ugly, is fourth place, which is most expensive and not the fastest, 6 seconds, is the 335D. That's just because you can get the miles per gallon. You can trust its reliability compared to the other ones. It is turbo, so if you want to map it, it's a lot easier to get more power out of the 335D than it is anything else. The other problem with the 335D is it's generally going to be automatic, but most cars on this list are automatic. So if you want to spend more, you can spend more and get the manual. I don't know if they did the 335Ds even in manual, but they did the 330D in manual. So you can get the slightly slower one, map it, have the manual gearbox, and you'll be flying anyway. There's quite a lot of mapped 335Ds out there, so just keep your eye out. But I'll be interested to know what you think is the best car on this list. They're all different. Depends where you live. If you live in America, you know, V8s are normal, so you can afford petrol. In the UK, you're going to struggle, especially if you live in ULEZ zones and all that rubbish. If you live in London, I don't know if these cars can go in ULEZ zones. I don't think the Jaguar can. I would be surprised if the BMW can, the 335D, but the other ones might be able to. So just check it if you live in those areas. Make sure if you're buying one of these, you check if your car can actually drive in those areas. But that's really it. That's the end of the video. That's the top 5. I'm going to be doing more of these soon. So I'm going to be doing a top 5 VTEC cars. I'm going to be doing top 5 new cars coming out in 2023. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. I'm going to try and record them all today as well. So if you're wearing all the same clothes, don't worry, I don't wear the same clothes every single day. But we'll just try and record them all on the same day. So yeah, comment down below which one you think is the best car out of all these. If you stay to the end, really appreciate it. I'm trying to grow the channel. So if you can like, subscribe, all that crap, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.